Welcome to the first annual Dynamite Cup! So first and foremost, I want to thank all of you for joining us here tonight. It's an amazing cause. We're trying to raise money, and we raised a great amount of money thanks to all of you for Together We Rise. Together We Rise is a not-for-profit, please, absolutely. You guys saw an opportunity to give back to the community, and you did, and that deserves applause, so thank you so much for that. This is for Together We Rise. Together We Rise is a non-for-profit organization comprised of volunteers, many of which who came up through the foster system themselves, and they wanted to find a way to give back to the foster system. They do that by providing duffel bags to people who have been put into foster care, providing graduate scholarships, and many, many other volunteer programs. So thanks to them for the work they do, and thanks to you for helping out and contributing to that. So let's make some noise for that one more time. That being said, how about some
First annual Dynamite Cup, Joe Sposto being joined by Marks Maxwell, and what we're calling here is what's being called technical wrestling warfare, as Dominic Garrini gets ready to take on a man not known very much for his technical wrestling prowess in the last few years in, what do they call him, the Indestructible Idiot, Dale Patricks?
Yes, a wild juxtaposition of styles here. Dale Patricks, man who is honed his craft on the deathmatch circuit, while Dominic Garrini, a man with over 100 wins in competition, no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's rolled up.
There was a time very recently, and it's what Dale needs to be careful of, getting caught on the mat by Dominic Garrini, because he does. Oh, look at this.
Only two there. Trying to roll out of this predicament. And Joe, something I wanted to get your opinion on here, sort of.
Wow, look at that strength. Dominic deceptively a big boy, and Dale was able to get him up with ease onto his shoulders, but now, oh boy, Dale's in a real bad predicament here, Mark.
Guillotine choke looks like it might be under the chin from our position here.
Referee's got the best seat in the house to check on that. If that's a choke, he'll break that up.
And when you think of a guy like Dale Patricks, you think of his recklessness, his willingness to take punishment in order to give it, and you have to ask yourself, how does that lend itself to a matchup against a guy like Dominic Garrini, whose style is predicated on capitalizing on small mistakes and recklessness to catch people in dangerous submissions where he can put you to sleep, collect a bone, as he's known to do. You know, is this going to backfire for Dale Patricks, or could it get inside Dom's head a little bit?
Well, I had a chance to talk with Dom before the event, and he was looking forward to this contest, getting a chance to mix it up and say, look at that. Everything that Dale is going for so far, Dominic seems to be ready for it. Having a counter, he's got him here in a modified triangle again, at least from my vantage point. Dom doing his best. He doesn't have the full grip on it because he's doing his best to keep his shoulder off the canvas. And you know, you mentioned about the deathmatch stuff that Dale has done over the last several years. And you know, obviously it's kind of a generalization, but you know, getting hit with the light tube, getting hit with the chair results in pain. At the end of the day, just like being in this hold results in pain. And there's something that Dale does better than anyone else, and that's absorb pain.
Yeah, and Dale has really been the most overlooked of the School of Rock students. Maybe because he's not sort of your traditional professional wrestler, but the guy can go, and something he's going to be really cognizant of, and you see it now, is striking with the grappler. That's what he's going to have to do. He needs to create space, but he gets caught right there.
And Dominic is working this match very smartly, and by that I mean he's waiting for Dale to make a mistake. He's letting Dale make the first move and just striking when he sees that opening. He's not pushing the offensive, which he is now. on the outside, which could be a mistake, because on the outside of the ring, this is about as close as Dale's gonna get to an environment that he feels comfortable in, where there's a little bit of a more laxed rules situation.
Yeah, definitely more of a home field advantage on the floor as opposed to the mat for Dale Patricks. And with Greene, it's so, oh my goodness, what a chop echoing throughout the WCA. With Garrini, it's so tough because you want to have separation, you want to have distance, because if you are in close quarters, he can grab you and grab a submission quick. And he just dropped Garrini on the floor after sending him knee first into that barricade.
Oh, Dale taking a chance here. And scores, taking out Dominic on the floor. Referee doing his best, trying to get both men back into the ring. I would assume a 10 count here on the floor.
That separation, just what Dale Patricks needed. Looking to make a cover, hook the leg. 1, 2, only 2 for Dale Patricks.
Nothing wrong with that cover. He had the leg hooked. He had a little bit momentum, trying to hold him down, and now you see Dominic Garrini not laying on the mat, trying to get to the ropes, at least attempting to lure Dale Patricks in. But Dale in control. Sidesteps him. Maybe that German suplex.
Just picking him up and dropping him with it. Patrick's shoulder off the mat, now it's down 1, 2, only 2.
Now this is gonna put some frustration in the head of Dominic Garrini, but that's no one's fault but his own. He got the snap on the German suplex, but he didn't get the full bridge, keeping Dale down, and that was the difference between a victory and this match continuing.
And Patrick's been very careful with his ring positioning. You see there, keeping his shoulder off the mat earlier in the triangle, being where the rope was, and he scores in a choke slam. 1, 2, and 3, no!
He went for that choke slam very early, and Dominic caught him. This time, he got the better of it, but he did not hook the leg that time, and I hate pointing that sort of thing out for a wrestler, but sometimes when you got something in mind, a big move like a choke slam, and you finally get it in, you get that pin, you're so excited, sometimes something slips your mind. And this early in the evening, these guys are going on to wrestle in a 6-man eliminator tonight after this, so you're wrestling twice if you want to walk home with that Dynamite Cup.
And Patrick's taking off the elbow pad there. He needs every small advantage he can find as he lays in with strikes to Garrini, and Garrini answers back. Patrick's now stringing them together in combination.
You hear the fans here getting behind Dale. He's the hometown guy. Listen to those, look at those punches. Referee warning him, but I don't think Dale's listening.
Oh, savage shots right to the neck. Flying guillotine, center of the ring.
And you see as he jumped up there, he tried to make sure he got both arms captured, but Dale wisely slipping that left arm out of that body vice. That would have been very interesting. Oh boy, Dale is it's gonna be a rough one to get out of him. But with that arm free, he was able to do so. And he reverses on Garrini. Is he gonna hold him in it?
Oh my God, got straight up brainbuster.
Shades of that great Eric Cannon. They're kind of a modified Total Anarchy.
Leg hook there, 1, 2, and 3. That does it, and Dale Patricks advances to the finals of the Dynamite Cup.
Bentley!
is my inhaler, you know? That's it. I don't have anything left. There's nothing in there. You got that. What's going on? Where's the shotgun? Bring it. Let me get that knife. Oh, we got a corner knife.
See, oh yeah, this is fancy, this is old school. See, everybody thinks that they know Reed Bentley, they know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come out here, use foreign objects and brawl and bleed and you know, all that stuff. But I've known Percy Davis a long time. I've known Percy Davis since well before he was in the professional wrestling business officially. So I don't come to fight. Tonight I came to dance. DJ, play me something with a funky beat.
Nick Manawa, were you expecting your good friend, no, listen, we're not going to keep any secrets here, Reed Bentley, to come out here and challenge Percy to a dance contest?
I did not expect, as Pro Wrestling's BFF, I've seen almost every Reed Bentley match ever. I've never seen him dance at all. Not in pro wrestling, not out of wrestling, not at a party, at a Christmas party, nowhere. I've never seen Reed Bentley dance at all.
Just from their looks, so just the way that... Is this the Orient Express theme song? What is this?
A little Tracy Smothers action.
But Percy's not waiting for his turn. He feels the beat. He's gonna move.
Have mercy, Percy Davis feeling it here tonight. Oh, a little moonwalk action. Reed Bentley breakdancing. My God.
Spin a Rudy out of Reed Bentley. Folks, never in a million years would I think I would have saw that. I think he's shocked.
He's tying up a rope. It looked like an invisible rope. Oh! Invisible rope. I don't know if Reed Bentley saw that.
I guess it was just a one-time use rope.
Right.
Reed attempting to throw his name in as a future showman in the world of professional wrestling. I can definitely see it in him.
This is the most cardio Reed Bentley's done in some time.
Percy's giving him an opportunity to get to his feet. I'll give him that.
Catches the boot. Bentley.
Go behind, faking him out. Reed trying to grab a head.
Oh.
A little smack on the keister there.
Arm drag.
Don't let the foolishness of Percy Davis fool you. The invisible rope, the dancing. He's very proficient. As you heard Reed Bentley mention, these two guys know each other very well. Prior to wrestling, School of Rock, everything else. And now, you would know better than I do. This is probably the first time they've tangled in quite some time.
Yeah, I believe it's the first time singles contest between the two. And Have Mercy Percy Davis was actually born in our home promotion, IWA Mid-South. Ian Rotten, said, "You look like a Have Mercy. That's your new name, kid."
That's how that stuff just works sometimes.
Reed Bentley going down to the test of strength. Percy Davis looking jacked here tonight. Stomping the hand.
I was going to say, Percy looking to be in the best shape I've seen him in quite some time. He wants to be the winner here. And again, your conditioning.
He had something in his hand and just put it in the jean shorts. This could be it. Oh, too close close to the ropes. He had something that he stashed away.
And I'll say this, the referee was very smart to check Reed Bentley coming in, wearing that flannel, wearing the jeans. Listen, I put stuff in my pockets all the time and I forget that it's there.
Right.
That's more than likely why Reed Bentley had a taco and a bell ringer and brass knuckles in his pockets. He normally would have taken them out. He thought they were gone, I'm sure.
Some inside baseball. That taco was from last night as well.
Oh,
it was not even a fresh taco. Oh no, he's asking for. He's asking for the guy arguing with him about giving up his chair. Oh, what is he gonna do here? I don't think the Dynamite Cup is expecting some play with the chairs.
Oh, is he looking to do a slugfest here? I don't know if it's gonna be. If I'm Percy and I see this happening, I'm running for my life. I don't think Percy's gonna get the better of this exchange.
Absolutely not, Joe. Oh,
but it's not from a lack of trying.
Going right for him.
Watch out, camera people at ringside. We got a madman.
Oh, drop toe hold into the chair.
Reed Bentley here is a walk-on in this. Could win this match and go on to the finals. Cover.
Only a 2. Yeah, originally scheduled to be in the NOLIE Rumble. We saw the.
He still could be in the NOLIE Rumble. You don't know what he's up to.
Very true.
Reed Bentley's the type of guy. I'm coming in. I'm winning the NOLIE Rumble. I'm gonna get my opportunity. I'm winning the cup. I'm just gonna win the whole day.
Right. Probably visit the concession stand after his match. No doubt. Oh, Percy Davis. Some big shots.
Yeah, only staggering Reed, but that one knocked him down. But he's right back up.
Bentley has one of the hardest heads in professional wrestling. Oh, able to whip him.
I don't want to say surgically reconstructed, but definitely surgically repaired.
Oh, big rolling flatliner on that giant Franken Bentley scar on his head.
Percy not going for the cover here. He's got something else in mind.
Even the fans yelling, uh-oh. Here's some showmanship right here. Taking off the wrist, the bracelet there.
The most electrifying man in Lafayette, Indiana, connects.
That's it. Ended a 434-day title reign, gonna end Reed Bentley's.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh no, he might have killed him.
Reed Bentley's been in a death match or two, and he's walked away from them.
Right.
Who would have thought that it would have been Percy's elbow that put him away for good?
All that spooky gas from the light tubes finally catching up to him. Oh, another bracelet going off.
Oh, shades of the Macho Man and Hulk Hogan. It's the reviving elbow. He brought him back to life.
Bentley's up. His blood pressure has to be.
Oh, the Mega Powers reunite. Oh, come on. Reed had it.
Only a 2, the reviving elbow drop.
Reed now thinking what he's got to do to put Percy away. He's slugging him, and I think he's suckering Percy in to get him into a slugfest because he knows he can win this. See, those shots aren't even having any effect on Reed Bentley.
It looks like Percy. It looks like Percy was going after the beard there, not so much the chin. Oh, that got him. That might be it. And it is. Percy Davis going on to the finals here. I'm gonna blame the taco.
Your winner of the match, have mercy, Percy
Look how good I look. Stay on me. Stay on me. Look out. Now go to Kerry. Look how good he looks. Now bring it back to me. Look how good I look.
think I heard the bell there, and this is our first and only tag team match here tonight. And young Sage Phillip and Cole RADRICK have got their work cut out for them. Joe's supposed to be joined here by Brad Stutz, world famous Brad Stutz, of course, taking on another world famous team in the Carnies as Nick Iggy starting things out for his team.
Yeah, this is a very interesting matchup. You look at the dynamics in these two teams. Each side has got one man who's very well kept, very together. Each team has got one man who's a little bit more of a loose cannon. It's almost like the Hysteria are mirror images of the Carnies from years ago. They're the Carnies when they first started, when they were a little more idealistic, when they were younger, and it's very interesting to me to see how these two teams match up. It really is like Nick Iggy and Kerry almost looking at themselves from the past in a way.
You know, Brad, you make a good point. Or do you think the Hysteria are looking at the Carnies over the last, I'd say, calendar month, 12 months, calendar year, 12 months, have really become one of the hottest acts in all of professional wrestling? Are they looking at them? Hey, it took them a little while to get here. We beat them here tonight at Dynamite Cup. We might jump a few steps toward that goal, and maybe we're going to take their place on those future bookings that they may have down the road somewhere.
No, positively. The whole team here at the Dynamite Cup has done such a great job of making this an event that so many eyeballs are on. A win on this event, shoulders down, only got about 1.5. A win on this event means so much more. Cradle could not hold the shoulders down because there are so many eyeballs on this event. Cradle again. Nick Iggy continues to out-wrestle the wild man, Cole RADRICK.
And I like the escapes that Nick is implementing here. I like every opportunity he gets, he tries to hold on to him, and every opportunity Cole gets, he's going for a pin. No wasted motions out of him. And again, these guys have got to wrestle one more time tonight. We're not wasting time, and they say as they used to say in the past, you don't get paid by the hour in wrestling, you get paid to win.
Yeah, Sage Phillips, kind of known as the brains of the operation. And we see him tag in against Kerry Awful, but that was great wrestling from Cole. Trying to win, keeping his shoulders off the mat, trying not to lose.
Carry off from the handshake, saying you want to see a good wrestling match, scientific wrestling match, and Sage Phillips is a lot smarter than that, and he's got him in the side headlock, just like we saw Iggy before to his partner.
Carney's talking a lot of trash here, trying to get inside the head of their younger opponents. Phillips. Carry Awful takes him down.
And again, I don't want to take anything away from the Carnies. You know, we say they're younger opponents, and of course, the Hysteria are just that younger. But the Carnies aren't, you know, they aren't old men. They're young veterans at this point.
Positively they are, but they have put the miles in, put the time in to hone their craft to become one of the most finely tuned tag teams in the game. Phillips to the apron.
Phillips and RADRICK came here to win.
Stuck in face first into the mat. Going for that anaconda vice. Great thinking. He doesn't quite have it locked in. He's got it. Now he's got it. Now he's got it. Kerry Awful is trapped, Joe.
I was going to say, I didn't know what Sage was going for. I thought he was going for a pin, just trying to reposition himself. But Kerry Awful knew what was going on. And Brad, as you mentioned, he felt the vice coming and fought and scrambled to make sure he didn't get that locked down. Because I think in the back of his mind, Kerry knew Sage got that locked in. This match was over.
Yeah, great combination there from Sage. He dropped him on the head and neck and then went right to the anaconda vice. Crossbody, got nothing. Kerry Awful has got him. No, quick thinking from Phillips.
He's got his arms hooked. I thought he was going to spin him. Said goes to a side Russian leg sweep. Holds on to him here.
Got him trapped perhaps. Awful trying to break free. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Sage Phillips has him trapped. The student of Billy Rock, for whom this event was named after, showing some great wrestling. He's got Kerry Awful tied in knots.
He's stretching him out. Referee's right there to see if Kerry's going to give it up. Felt Kerry getting out of it, went for the crucifix. And whether it was good ring positioning or just a little too enthusiastic of a roll through, Kerry got to the ropes, broke it up, and now Nick Iggy is in, and I'm sure he is very upset of what they just did to his partner over the last couple minutes here.
Now for the first time, we have the two clean-cut members of each team in, but in comes Sage Phillips. And Cole Radrick on the double team. Radrick, hold on. I tell you, man, Hysteria have come to win this thing. Cover!
And that's the thing I like about Cole. He's hitting, and he's going for pins. Okay, he's starting to feel a little bit here. I like this kid's enthusiasm, but he's got to stay on Iggy at this point if they want to be victorious.
One tag! Huge clothesline as the two brutes on each team collide. Well, he gets a 2 count.
And I'll tell you, when Kerry hit him with that clothesline, he got him less in the neck or the chest, and he got him more in the side of the head, the ear. And as you saw when Kerry picked him up, he grabbed him by that very ear. Whether or not it was intentional or not, if you see an opportunity, you grab it and you just tear it apart. And I'm sure that's what the Carnies are going to do here.
Carnies controlling the matchup. They've got the man exactly where they want them. Oh. The heavy hands of Nick Iggy find their target. Good Lord.
And this is where youthful exuberance falls the way to experience, as the Carnies are better than no one else in cutting that ring off, not letting that man get through that imaginary line that cuts that ring in half to allow that fresh man to get in, your partner, your arm stretched out for salvation, for hope. And there's one thing that the Carnies hate, is hope.
They proclaim that they will bring death to all false tag teams. Anyone who is not willing to put the work in, anyone who's not willing to travel the miles, anyone who's not willing to sacrifice, they will sacrifice. They deem to not even be worthy of calling themselves a tag team, and the Carnies say they will put down any false tag team. Stepping on the jaw.
Listen, Phillips and Radrick, they've got a team name. They've got matching gear. I'd say they're a tag team, right?
I'd say so too, but not in the book of the Carnies.
They got some lofty standards, I guess, and rightfully so.
Carry off all, sends him awkwardly into the buckle and the canvas.
You're not going to see a lot of finesse out of Kerry Awful, but you are going to see a lot of destruction out of him. Whereas Nick Iggy now more the finesse man.
Oh dear.
And you've seen this before, Brad. I'm sure the folks at home.
Might be time to smile like you mean it. Oh, fish hook into the mouth. And mocking the referee's count. Joe, he knows, Nick Iggy knows he's got 4.9 seconds to play with.
And he's going to try it again one more time. And I have a feeling this is just going to make Cole angrier and angrier.
Oh, he bit him!
This is great. Listen, that's a great defense. Guy's going to put his fingers in your mouth.
Good Lord, what a fight we got here!
Now, and again, I say, whether this was intentional or not, the usually calm, cool, collected Nick Iggy is in a rage because Cole Radrick bit his fingers. You put your fingers in his mouth, what's he going to do? Just let you do it, and this could throw Nick Iggy off his game.
Huge kick.
Iggy's got to get his wits and wherewithal about him, get his head back in this contest.
Cole trying to make something happen, trying to create some opportunity for something here.
Taking the knee pad down. I think he was running in for a big strike, but Cole was ready for him.
Sunset flip, shoulders down, no sir, didn't get it. Face first into the knee, right into the neck breaker. Another great combination from these two young men. The Hysteria are playing for keeps here at the Dynamite Cup. They want this upset. They want to grab the headlines.
Cole is feeling it, but he is too far away to make the tag to Sage Phillips. There he finally does.
You saw the mental debate going on inside the mind of Cole Radrick. Does he watch his opponent? Does he make the tag? He was able to do both German suplex. Clothesline, there he goes, face first into the canvas.
He put everything he had behind that, did Phillips, but he's got to keep the offense going. He's got to press the advantage that he has here, Brad.
Charging across the ring, momentum will add trajectory and force onto his own body weight. Great agility from Kerry. Awful.
Turn him around a little bit, try to disorient Awful.
Pure Dynamite, stuck in with it. Tribute to Billy Rock. He stuck in with it. Cover to Nick Iggy with a crucial and timely save.
Now, you know, Brad, we're kind of in the waning moments. I would think it's going to take one mistake or one big move to end this. But the thing that we got to think about is the winner of this match goes on to the finals. That means one of these two teams could be facing off against each other with the cup in the balance.
At the very least, two of these guys are going to get beat up. Woo! Jump back cutter. You're right. I think we're in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Hysteria are looking to win it all here. Senton crushed him. Teamwork. Stuck him.
A little help on that senton, maybe one more time.
Whoa, he's got to maintain his balance. He's got to maintain his balance. Ah, double senton.
And Kerry Awful has taken a world of a beating here. Is this going to be enough?
Big Iggy just cannonballs himself into the pile of bodies.
Seemingly out of nowhere, and I'm sure Hysteria thought they took Nick Iggy out of the equation. And I tell you, it could have been the difference maker there. Was that little bit of a stutter step there, getting set up for that big double senton. Cole's taken a lot, Cole's taken a lot of punishment in this contest.
Quite frankly, at this point, all four of these men have taken a lot of punishment. You alluded to being in the waning moments of this one. I got to agree. I do not see this one going much longer. These guys are just unloading. Mollywomps are being distributed.
Carnies here ahead of steam. Hysteria right behind him. Both teams trying to score with something big, but their opponents have been one step right behind him in this instance.
Hit him right in the face. Hold on. Force destroyer, perhaps.
Oh, this could be the end for the Hysteria.
Ah, he stuck his own man. Earthquake splash. There's your legal man. Two. No, sir.
How did Cole kick out of this one? I do not believe what I'm seeing here tonight, Brad.
Everyone in the room would have bet money that was the 3 count. The Hysteria, win, lose, or draw, put in a hell of a showing, and now they are inside the Carnies' heads.
Oh, Cole, I thought was out. He was trying to get up. And he's back to his feet. He's taking on both guys. Spinning back fist. Big pump. Took his chin out from him. Knee strike right to the temple. That could have been a knockout blow or at least a dizzying shot there to Kerry Awful.
Swing and a miss. Oh, Dandy Orton! Double stop. Oh, God.
Right on the back of the neck.
Uh-oh. Watch out. This is questionable legality. Iggy off the ropes. Boom! Stuck him right in the back of the head and neck, and he gives it up. But Carnies had him trapped, and he gives it up.
Your winners of the match, and advancing to the finals of the
joining me up here for this match that's being billed as a slugfest.
Yes.
As Tripp Cassidy is taking on.
Hold on there, shut up, honey. Don't play money with you on your back. On the low picture, when they put it, shut up, I'm talking. On the low picture, then they put, I can stay here talking right now, you shut up, let me talk. On the intro there, they put a low picture, and they say it's gonna be a slugfest. So tonight, that means you and me are gonna beat each other dead. Step on up here, kid. Let's go.
And I didn't want to interrupt what Mance was saying. He had something very important to say from Bucksnort, Tennessee. Is that where they?
Bucksnort, Tennessee. Tripp Cassidy putting in that mouth guard. Terry Funk ain't wearing no mouthpiece, Joe.
Terry Funk don't have blue hair neither, but listen, I'm all right with that. If I think Terry Funk could be proud of both of these guys and what these two young men are gonna do for the future of professional wrestling here.
Mance Warner, another School of Rock graduate in the 2015 season, made his debut in fall of 2015. But if you ask him, he worked for the Owens in Portland. He worked for the Fullers down in Tennessee.
I was gonna say he was Lord Humongous.
Yes,
sure.
He that was not good. No, known for those heavy hands.
Cassidy, no stranger to the heavy hands himself with that heavily taped up right hand. But again, he's mixing it up there with not only fists but also elbow shots.
Rolling elbow. Likes to call himself the king of big dog style. Medium-sized man beast. The king of the trailer court. Big fan of lariats and light beers.
I'll say this, he's got a little too fancy gear for a guy that's supposed to be from the trailer park. I'm just saying.
Right.
He's got nice gear. I like it. Tripp Cassidy, on the other hand, I don't know. He looks like the kind of. Listen, we're dads here. You know, I see a guy like Tripp Cassidy, I'm going to the other side of the street. But that's
right, absolutely. Especially if we're holding our kids, absolutely. You're rushing into the house, you're locking the door, checking out the window to make sure he didn't follow you. One of those big lariats did not have the elbow pad off, though. He likes to pull the elbow pad off to get the full contact of skin on skin. Going to the floor here.
Both men need to be careful. This is a slugfest, sure, but there's still, there's still some rules in this one, guys.
Right, traditional 10 count on the floor, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, he went for that running Memphis there. Able to cut him off. They gotta watch these guardrails.
Tripp Cassidy is going to need to keep this advantage going here. He's got Mance?
Mance.
It's a weird first name. I'm sorry. I don't know many people from Bucksnort, Tennessee, let alone anyone's named Mance. Just saying, it sounds made up.
Oh.
Like Tripp or something.
The only guy I knew from Bucksnort, Tennessee was the dirty white boy, Tony Anthony. And I heard Mance Warner owes him some money, so he's not too fond of the king of the trailer court. Uh-oh, what is this? And to break the count.
Very smart wrestling there by Tripp.
Got him in that chair over there. Oh, running hip attack, nobody home. Ooh, boot to the face. Another big chop. Likes to call himself the Southern Psycho.
He's got a lot of nicknames.
Yeah, you need a full index card front and back when you intro him.
No, I don't go that way. I don't go. That's why I'm not a ring announcer.
Right.
Both these guys,
photographers better watch out. No! Sliding lariat. He might have hurt himself, though.
It seems like he's the guy that's going to take some chances here.
Right.
You know, we talk about, Tennessee and Dirty White Boy and all that sort of jazz, trailer park. Very Mick Foley-esque of him. Willing to take 3 or 4 of his own to deliver one real good one.
Absolutely.
we have seen Mance Warner mix it up, like we mentioned Reed Bentley earlier, in the deathmatch arts.
Oh boy.
So not afraid to get down and dirty if he has to. And you see right there, speaking of down and dirty, going after the face, going after the eyes and nose of TRIPP Cassidy. Preaching to the Lord above.
Is he delivering the last rites here?
Oh, boot. Too much time, Joe.
He went for the Arn Anderson, I think? Is that what we'd call it?
Yeah. Oh, he's
got a dazed look in his eyes, does Mance.
Looking like a dozen of Krispy Kremes right now. Nope.
Tripp has him up, fireman's carry. Mance slips out.
Forearm to the chin. Oh, he catches it.
Again, it's almost like Tripp absorbed that shot. He caught it.
Oh. Death Valley driver into the bottom buckle. Not enough, though, to keep down Mance Warner.
And listen, I can't speak for TRIPP Cassidy, but if it was me in that opportunity, I would have put my feet on the ropes.
Right.
Listen.
Mance Warner always says, you know how you get a win in wrestling, you got to hook them tights. So I've definitely seen him in the past. Oh, he's going for those grounded forearms now to the back of the head, almost like rabbit punches here.
And one of the things that TRIPP Cassidy has kept in his arsenal for a very long time, those forearms right to the base of the skull.
He's got that mouth guard. Oh, I'm sick to my stomach. I've seen this before. I know what he's going to do. No, Mance. Mance puts a lot of disgusting things in his mouth. Not going to be that mouth guard.
I'm sure TRIPP Cassidy brushes his teeth. I'm sure they're clean.
Got him by that.
All right, now that's disgusting.
Stuck it in there for a little taste-a-roo, and now putting it back in his mouth.
Tripp seemingly having no regard for his own oral hygiene or his opponent's, but Mance able to score back there.
Oh, catches the foot. Oh, that might have been low, Joe. That might have been a low kick.
Referee's discretion there. The referee let them play around on the outside and just popping back in. So kicking the dinger, I'm sure he's okay with.
Kicking Robles, Mike Robles.
Shout out Mike Robles.
Step up knee in the corner. Not sure if he got all of the impact that he wanted.
Oh, a nice evade there by TRIPP Cassidy.
Oh, leapfrog. Hits the ropes. Going for that lariat. German suplex. Oh, finally gets that lariat.
Again, elbow pad still on, as you mentioned. So it's not the way he really likes it. Oh, nice kick there by TRIPP Cassidy. I didn't know the kid had it in him.
Tripp was going for a ripcord, but ripcord headbutt. I don't know who got the best of that one. Neither man. Both men down.
And folks, it's going to be interesting. Referee putting the count on both men. I assume if neither man makes it to their feet, it's a 5-way in the finals as opposed to a 6. Or maybe they both go on. I don't know how things run here.
Right.
Somebody get NOLIE on the blower.
Yeah, where's NOLIE? We need to know.
I heard NOLIE woke up today and said no more eye gouges. But that's just me.
Up to 6. TRIPP on his feet. Mance on his feet. Big shot.
Yeah, there's going to be a slugfest, and this is what the referee's allowing, so nobody else watching this get any ideas that you can just start punching your opponent willy-nilly like this.
Right.
Neither man going down. Oh, if I was to guess, I'd say Mance is taking the worst of this. He seems to be the wobbliest, but TRIPP luckily fell back into the corner.
Open hand. See that taunt right there cost them.
Yeah, TRIPP's been kind of running with the Carnies of late. We've seen a lot of that influence in his style. But he took just that moment's hesitation, allowed Mance.
Mance, a man of the Lord, has no time. Has no time for the 666.
Was he at services today, I hope?
Knee pad up. Knee pad down. Going for that running knee. Able to get by. Oh.
Not even a punch, just a slap right to the ear.
Comfort, don't be a hero. And he got it. Don't be a hero. Shining Wizard to the chin. Is that going to be enough?
Pulling him away from the ropes. Cover.
I would have lost all my money because I would have bet that was the end right there.
Somebody taking action on these matches tonight? Crowd now getting behind both men.
Oh, throwing the mouthpiece.
I would assume Tripp Cassidy would have been the hometown favorite, but Mance Warner has really warmed himself up to this crowd here.
Time to go to Full Sail. I think he's going for a pedigree. Oh, he dropped him. Oh.
Both men with reckless abandon regarding their heads.
Oh, exposed knee to the head.
He pulled that pad down before and it paid off for him.
Ripcord into the headbutt.
Last rights one more time. Again, the elbow pad's still on with that lariat, Nick, and I think that's the difference maker.
Short arm clothesline there. Oh, on his head. Is that going to be enough?
Turn Tripp Cassidy inside out with that one. Tripp still hanging in there. Mance with a look of disbelief on his face. We saw the crowd behind both men before, but now firmly behind the hometown boy of Tripp Cassidy.
They're just like mugging each other in the face here. That was a slap. Forearm shot. Takes Mance to the corner. Oh!
Mance almost firing on instinct at this point.
Oh, able to.
Yeah, wasn't sure if he was going for a pile driver or a bell ringer. Oh, come on, hiding behind the referee. What is that?
Oh, big headbutt. Schoolboy. Oh, and feet on the ropes. Mance steals it, Joe.
Winner of the match, Mance
I gotta take my shirt off. 1 second.
me a winner in this one.
Oh, it's going to be tough. A lot of great resumes here. Ace Perry, a guy who emerged victorious in a rival with Jimmy Jacobs in his past. Alex Daniels, the title holder in AIW. GPA beat Mustafa Ali to be freelance champion. And Kevin Koo, trained by Brian Fury, top-notch prospect. And GPA wiped everybody out with the tope suicida. Lots of excellent talent here. Very hard to pick a winner. I don't know that I can give you a name.
I got to go with Ace Perry. He came out to a song that sampled Blur, so I got to give him a nod there. I don't think Blur's had a hit in about 20 years, so I think last time Blur had a hit was the day he was born.
Excellent use of the ring by Alex Daniels to find some innovative offense there.
And Alex Daniels, again, I do know this, very happy part of the Dynamite Cup, not very happy to, in his mind, be pigeonholed as a flyer, or as some people say, flippy dude. He sees himself as the total package when it comes to professional wrestling, and I don't mean Lex Luger. In his mind, the total package is Ben Affleck.
Oh, now Kevin Koo, triangle moonsault to the floor. And Koo's got to have a bit of a chip on his shoulder. You know, being the youngest competitor in the matchup, maybe not having the same name recognition as his fellow competitors here. You got to think that he sees this as a big opportunity, not only to get to the finals, but to make a big name for himself as well.
Took the words right out of my mouth. He's got the most to gain out of any of these guys in this contest, as both Koo and Perry thinking the same thing with those headbutts and just collided like two bulls in the center of the ring there.
Perry out on that apron, bring it up. Dragon suplex folded him in half by Koo. Another guy who is sneakily well-rounded. Oh, cram session here from GPA. One of his signatures, but he's got to watch out for Daniels.
Daniels is ready for him. Jumps through. Comes through with a nice rope-assisted neck breaker. Very proud of himself as Daniels, avoided by Perry.
Lights him up with a super kick. All four men are down, and like I said, it's tough to pick a winner here. These men showing how evenly matched they are.
Perry expending a ton of offense there in a quick amount of time. He could be worse for wear of his own doing. And I tell you, just from the few moments we saw here, Mark, the quicker this match goes, the more the advantage I got to give the GPA. When he is on offense, there is just no stopping him.
The other thing with GPA too, he's been in a lot of long contests as of late with guys like Matt Cage, Stevie Fierce. He has no problem going the distance in the tournament-style format. That's really going to be to his advantage.
Until the wheels turn in there inside of Alex Daniels' head, which is a very frightening thing.
Oh! What a kick from Daniels.
Kicked the top of Koo's head off. He's got these guys stacked. Oh, Mark, this is a shame.
Style suplex into the corner.
I got a story about that to tell you later. Oh boy, Alex Daniels with that suplex.
More covers good. It's another two. Another cover. Two again for Daniels.
Daniels trying to be a one-man wrecking crew here, trying to take out all three men. Listen, there's one fall to a finish. You might have to make a temporary alliance, or you can just try to beat all three guys by yourself if you're nuts.
And Alex Daniels, he is nuts. You saw him put that target on his back immediately before the bell even sounded. The guy's a lunatic, but he's talented as well. He's got GPA hooked, center of the ring. GPA slips out. Daniels goes behind GPA, going right behind.
Perry hits.
Found the opening and scores with an ace crusher.
And Daniels is doing a real good job of avoiding taking any real sort of chained offense here. Every time there's a double team or triple team, he gets out of the way. But
defense is half the game.
He's mixing it up now with Koo. And I don't know, looking at Koo's body, those tattoos on him, he's used to pain, and I don't know if Daniels wants to mix it up with him.
2-for-1 special from Ace Perry, like hook 1, 2, and 3. That is it. Ace Perry's going to the finals.
Your winner of the match, and advancing to the finals of the Dynamite Cup,
down one to go.
NOLIE's personal ring announcer, Brian Hughes.
Thank you very much. It's so important, it's so great to be here. Thank you so much for having me. NOLIE has had me as the ring announcer. He is right there. If you give up for NOLIE, we're making a history. NOLIE is our official matchmaker of this, the NOLIE Rumble. Of course, this is brought to you by the Premier Wrestling Federation of Eastern North Carolina. As you know, over the top rope, both weekend forward. Introducing first. This competitor says his favorite ride at Disneyland is waiting in line. Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham. Well, we couldn't get the real thing, but he is most certainly an authentic Mexican luchador, TRIPP. His brand of injustice is square, be prepared for king, justice. Someone who was our most recent edition, and all we have to say is, you're welcome, Sean Kelly. His brand is he's gonna records, Alistair Wild. He will drop someone faster than the Tower of Terror, B.B. Smooth. His strategy is to have opponents just let it go. The ropes, of course. Kid Thunder. He can't wait to be king of the NOLIE Rumble. Jordan Shane. Of course, it wouldn't be Disney without Princess, the fairest of them all, Angela Slade. Don't be confused, he's not Baymax, but he's probably just as cuddly. Calvin Tankman. You got it. His strategy is to run like the rain rolls on. Sharpshooter Luke Lawson. If he doesn't win, he's gonna lock himself in the Disney boat forever. Jared Kripke. You know they say, no one fights like Gaston, does his right like Gaston, but there is no one who rocks America quite like Joe Pittman. And of course, for everyone else, it's a small world after all because he is a man mountain, but Baldo. And introducing our final competitor, there's nothing funny about this Boston Bruiser except how he says, when you wish upon a star. Sully O'Sullivan. I knew you would screw it up. I knew it. My name is Sully O'Sullivan, and I am the single toughest man New England has ever produced. I am the three-time Essex County Toyota Rough and Tough Man competition winner, and I am NOLIE's single favorite wrestler. I am NOLIE's single favorite wrestler in this ring. However, there is one last participant that we need here today in the NOLIE Rumble. And as though I am NOLIE's favorite wrestler in the ring currently, I am unfortunately not his favorite uncle. Speaking of uncles, Big Uncle James is here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for him. Big Uncle James, NOLIE's favorite. Yeah. Why don't you come in here so I can toss you out and I'll become the favorite uncle? Come on. You think you've got what it takes? Or what? Is Big Uncle James chicken?
your shirt back up, Uncle James. Put those suspenders down. Take those trousers out.
You're gonna get
Introducing Ringo Bell and our special enforcer, Eric the Red Ranger!
NOLIE here calling the action. He is entranced by what? Oh, did you see? He just kicked Uncle James in the belly. Nobody else is getting in the ring. What are they doing? Oh, they just smashed him in the head with a record. He's gone. Way to go, Uncle James. And listen to the people. They love Uncle James just as much as you do. Yeah. Oh no, everybody's going after Uncle James. And they just took Big Sue Jackson, aka Uncle James, has been eliminated. And now the NOLIE Rumble is underway. A lot of guys are fighting, a lot of people over the top rope, last man standing. Right. On the ring. But they gotta throw him over the ring, over the top rope to the outside. Yeah. I think Tim Carr is gonna win. All these guys want to be the one who wins the NOLIE Rumble. No way. Well, one guy has to win. Or what? Right, that's right. Angela Lane is in there as well. I see PB Smooth in there. I see Buck Boulder over there. I'm surprised Joe Pittman's wearing boots. It's wild in there. Oh, that PB Smooth, that's one of the giants that you wanted in this match. He almost threw Angela Lane out. Folks, I'm doing my best to keep order here, but this match is crazy. This is the match you put together, NOLIE. Guys are fighting. Guys are smashing each other. This is my favorite thing about wrestling. Guys getting smashed. Look at him smiling. He thinks he won. Did he win? No way. Oh, I just smashed him with his head. Oh, Tim Carr got thrown out. I thought he was going to win. He was my pick. Eliminations happening. Well, this will be a great birthday present when you see who the winner is of this. Oh, the two giants in there now. Two guys who are legit 7 foot tall. Buck Boulder and PB Smooth. Standing nose to nose, toe to toe. Who's gonna get slammed? I don't know either. Oh no, they're gonna throw the big guys out. Oh, they threw both the big guys out. Angela's Lane down there. She's fighting back though. She's tough. Dr. Camp gets caught. Calvin's got him. Whoa, that was cool. Almost all the big guys are gone. Oh! He landed on his hoverboard thing. He didn't get eliminated. I think that's cheating if you ask me. I don't like cheating. Daniel C. Rockingham using that Yale education here. Teaming up here with Joe Pittman. They're going to throw Angela Slane out. Wait a minute. Angela Slane won. What do you think?
the 2017 Dynamite Cup. Introducing first, from Buxton, Tennessee, the Silver Cycle, Mance.
Shut your mouth, young man.
They don't like you.
I love you.
They don't like you. You are a scourge to us all.
From Nashville, Tennessee, the ringleader, Nick Iggy, the dog-faced gargoyle, They are the From Lafayette, Indiana, the freshest prince, have mercy, Percy.
This is it.
Next time you pay for that.
Oh, God.
From Indianapolis, Indiana, Diamondcut, Ace. Your final entrant from Indianapolis, Indiana, by way of the School of Rock. He is the indestructible idiot,
I'm running for life. Okay, I'm fat. Look at me.
Main event time, Mark Maxwell joining me one more time. 6-way elimination match, and I tell you, this is going to be a tough one to call. You've got 6 very different individuals in there, well, really 5. The Carnies coming into this contest as a unit. I say the advantage goes to them.
I would definitely say so. I mean, you've got a partner in crime in there with you during this contest. But on top of that, I think the Carnies may have had the most impressive first-round performance overall. Just inflicted a ton of punishment onto Sage and RADRICK in that contest. So really impressive performance to them. Coming in here with a partnership in advance. Really kind of things sliding into their favor, in my opinion. Mance Warner, from the outset, making it clear that he doesn't want any alliances or any friends, it looks like. Much like Alex Daniels earlier, kind of putting that target on his back. Oh, just landed a savage headbutt on Percy Davis, though.
We saw a lot of that before in this slugfest contest with TRIPP Cassidy. And as you mentioned before, just like Alex Daniels did not endear himself. Wait a minute.
2 and 3.
Well, listen, he didn't want any friends or partners in this match. That's one way to not have it. Be the first one eliminated.
Yeah.
His runner has been eliminated.
Strategy did not pay off for Mance Warner.
Again, he had a lot to say before the match, but unfortunately this time he could not back it up. Now we're already down to 5 competitors, and the Carnies have yet to enter the ring. Now, again, Mark mentioned, while they may have had the most impressive performance earlier on this evening, they also probably took the most punishment in that hard-fought battle that they had. Maybe that's why they're on the outside taking their time. And hey, it's elimination style. I'm not breaking up pinfalls. Let everybody else do the work and pick up the scraps like the vultures that they are.
That very well could be the case. The Carnies, they're two of the most cerebral men in all of professional wrestling. It would not surprise me at all if that is what their mindset is headed into this final. They're not looking to impress, they're just looking to win. And the best way to win is to stay out of that ring, avoid punishment until you absolutely have to take it. And Percy with an Alabama slam out of the corner.
Using some power here.
Power bomb over the knee. Good God. Perry's down, Patrick's is down, and the Carnies just mowed Percy Davis down as well.
And this is what I'm sure you're going to see out of them. Them stand out. Again, it could be all 5 men at the ring at the same time. It could be tags. Again, it's elimination. What are you really going to do? I think the referee's going to let a lot go here. It is the main event with that Dynamite Cup on the line.
And he's going to have to, and the Carnies putting everything they have into these savage chops in the corner.
And already you can see the welt. You can see how red Percy Davis's chest has come just from a few chops. Oh man, I heard from a guy before there was supposed to be no eye gouging on this show. I guess he woke up on the wrong side of bed today.
Isolation, the name of the game for the Carnies, and if you're Percy here, you're in a real tough spot because this isn't a tag team match. You don't have any friends. Dale Patricks has no incentive to come in there and save you. Ace Perry has no incentive to come in there and save you. It's every man for himself.
Yeah, you better hope out of the kindness of one of these guys' hearts, they come and rescue you. Or the Carnies are just gonna pick these guys off one by one by one.
Vicious boot to the back of the head. That could be it. 1, 2, and only 2. I was gonna say Percy took some hard strikes earlier in that contest with Reed Bentley. May not have much left on his chin to keep him in this contest. Shades of Mike Tyson with the ear bite. Iggy able to break things off and chopping him again. You see those pop blood vessels on his chest.
Line tag there. Davis didn't see it, the referee did, and that's all that matters. Double knee strike right to the dome.
Oh my gosh, drop kick into the Northern Lights bomb. 1, 2, and 3. No mercy shown by Percy tonight. He's been eliminated.
And at this point, after what we just saw happen to Percy Davis, it is going to be in Ace Perry and Dale Patrick's best interest to form an alliance, because if not, this is going to be the Carnies match. But Mark, we run into a problem. Let's say the Carnies eliminate Ace Perry. Let's say they eliminate Dale Patrick's. What are they going to do? They're going to fight each other? They're going to split the cup down the middle? Are they going to be the co-holders of the Dynamite Cup? What's going to happen?
I have absolutely no idea if they'd be willing to put everything aside at the end and just go at it. It's hard to say, but the advantage is so far into the Carnies' corner at this point. Because, I mean, Ace Perry and Dale Patrick's, they've known each other for years. They both trained at the School of Rock, but they've no tag team experience. 1, 2, only 2. And if this has just boiled down to a tag team contest, what are their odds against, maybe the best unsigned team in professional wrestling?
And again, you mentioned they may not have that experience as a team, but the one thing they have in common in this contest tonight is survival. And that's going to make them bond a little bit more than two guys that might have been a little bit more seasoned coming into this contest, because it's going to be a lot easier if they eliminate the Carnies for them to go at it with the spirit of competition. And that's the only thing I'm worried about with the Carnies' victory here, that we're going to see the Dynamite Cup end in a non-competitive fashion. But if Dale Patricks and Ace Perry have their way, they're going to get rid of the Carnies lickety-split. But no sooner do I say that, does Nick Iggy use that advantage, use the tights to pull Dale Patricks out of the ring.
Oh, and Kerry awful nearly kicked Ace Perry through the floor of the gym. Oh, and Patrick's sent into the stairs, and it's such an awkward angle. He came down on his face.
Oh, what's Kerry awful doing now? He's got the step set up.
Backdrop onto the steps.
And listen, you see the scars on the back of Dale Patrick's. He's taken
1, 2, and 3. No!
He's taken more punishment than most men that you've seen or women here tonight take. But it does not matter how much you've taken in the past. It's about the here and the now. And those kicks to the small of the back are sending so much pain through the entire body of Dale Patrick.
And Dale Patrick just has no quit in him. We saw in the contest with Greene earlier, got caught in some deep submissions, but he hung in and found a way to fight out of it. He's going to have to find a way to fight out of this predicament as well. But that might be it. Cover 1, 2, only 2.
And Mark, again, you mentioned the Carnies, probably the best unsigned team in all of professional wrestling. The last 12 months have been some of the most impressive wrestling out of these two competitors. No matter where they go, they take names, they win titles, and they do innovative things just like what we saw there out of Kerry Awful. And you saw before, Iggy was going for the covers, Kerry not going for the covers. punish. He's looking to pick apart Dale Patricks.
Here comes that earthquake sit out from Kerry Awful.
John, tend to eat your heart out.
1, 2, and Dale just pushes the boot right off of him. Unbelievable.
Lackadaisical cover there out of Kerry Awful. I don't want to say that it was a mistake, but I'm sure it was to get more inside the head of Dale Patricks as these fans here in his hometown, his home area, behind Dale Patricks firmly.
Dale's just got to make a tag, and the problem with being cover 1, 2, only 2 again. The problem with being in the matchup at this juncture is that you can only really tag out to Ace Perry. That's your only option. You can't tag out to Kerry Awful. It's not a traditional 4-way at this point. And now just being stretched and choked by Nick Iggy.
Kind of a modified Japanese stranglehold here, using Dale's own arms to put the pressure on himself, as added pressure is added with the foot to the back. But you see Dale rising to his feet, much to the behest of these fans here.
And scores that jawbreaker. Finally has some level of separation, but as soon as I say that, Nick Iggy grabs his ankle. They are relentless.
And I'll tell you, Dale is lucky. He's got someone like Ace Perry there to get his back.
Because you're going to get some much-needed rest, but Perry now finds himself in a tough spot, but lands that corner drop kick and follows up with another.
And again, this is high praise. Ace Perry, one of the quickest wrestlers I've seen in a very long time. Shades of Naruki Doi of Dragon Gate. The way that this kid moves, I tell you, I've really been impressed by this kid so far.
Person 1, 2, and Awful. As if his life was flashing before his eyes, reaches and grabs for that bottom rope. But Nick Iggy with that pump kick to the back of Perry's head. Perry, no way of seeing it coming, only felt the impact.
Now that knee pad down on Nick Iggy. They've got bad intentions in mind for Dale Patricks here. We saw this before.
This is how they advanced.
That's right. This is how they were able to defeat Cole, get Cole to tap out earlier when they beat Hysteria. And now Ace Perry.
Oh, Ace Perry took the bullet, but he got kneed right in the head. He is out cold. 1, 2, and 3. Nick Iggy just eliminated Ace Perry. Dale Patricks has the ropes, but
Ace Perry has been eliminated.
for all intents and purposes, Joe, Dale Patricks has now found himself in a handicap match.
Well, Ace Perry, you got to hand to this young man.
Oh, he just spiked Nick Iggy! 1, 2, 3!
What? Mark, I'm at a loss for words.
He had to act fast, and he did. I don't even know if Kerry Awful saw that coming.
He definitely didn't have enough time to react. It was in a heartbeat, a blink of an eye, when Patrick scored with maybe the most sickening brainbuster I've ever seen in my life.
And now we're down to Kerry Awful and Dale Patricks.
Now I'll say this, Ace Perry still at ringside. Nick Iggy still at ringside. I don't know what condition these two men are in, but still, both these men in the ring need to keep their eye on the men outside the ring, as both men thinking the same thing with those big lariats, the big pump kicks.
And Dale Patricks is tough, but Kerry Awful is mean. But he plants him with a choke slam! That's how he beat Dominic Garrini in the first round!
Crawling over, he's taking a lot of punishment, but again...
1, 2, oh, Kerry Awful got the rope!
That's great ring positioning. Great ring awareness here by Kerry Awful. I was lamenting before, saying I was worried about Nick Iggy interjecting himself in this match, and I'm glad that Ace Perry is out there, but Nick Iggy hasn't moved.
Oh, pile driver!
And I don't think Dale Patrick's going to be moving much after this one. Picture perfect.
2, and no! How is Dale Patricks fighting on?
But we've talked about the guts, the determination, the perseverance that this young man has. And now you see more of the past School of Rock graduates. These men have traveled up and down the road, whether it be in Class Wars, whether it be what has come after Class Wars up to 2015. All these young men looking to carry on the lineage of Billy Rock.
And Dale Patricks just spit in the face of Kerry Awful. Oh, Awful lights him up with a slap, and Patricks answers back.
thumbs right into the socket. Disgusting.
Like I said, he is the meanest man in this tournament. He will do whatever it takes to win. Doesn't care about rules, legalities, or technicalities. It's only about winning for Kerry off.
Ace Perry now trying to rally the troops. Get these fans behind Dale Patrick. Dale is feeling it. This is his moment. He needs to strike and strike hard. He's got Kerry awful, rocking and reeling here, Mark.
He's been able to string together some offense for the first time in a long time, and he's got awful in a precarious position up top.
He went for a palm strike. I don't think he got it the way that he wanted to, but it was enough to daze Kerry awful going up top.
Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me. Pile driver out of the corner!
But can Dale capitalize? Can he get to the prone and possibly knocked out? Kerry awful.
2, 3! Dale Patricks has taken on a godly amount of punishment and won the Dynamite Cup.
First ever Dynamite Cup champion! But you don't get to put on an event like this and not get the recognition for doing it. So please, Tom Greene, get out here. I don't know if he's in the back or where he's at, but I know he can hear me. Yes, absolutely. There's no way you don't get to raise $3,000 for charity and come on an amazing wrestling show like this without no recognition. So, Ladies and gentlemen, the man responsible for what you just watched here tonight, Tom Greene.
Tom Greene is the man. Don't ever doubt him. Anyone out there who wants to support somebody who wants to do, he is the man.